thought I knew my brother until the night he humiliated my daughter at a family dinner. That's when I realized this wasn't just about a spoiled kid or a broken argument. This was about legacy, pride, and who in this family actually deserves respect. He ruined the evening by disrespecting her. I ruined something bigger. My family is obsessed with medicine doctors, surgeons, nurses. If you don't wear scrubs, you barely exist in their eyes. I'm the chief surgeon at a major hospital, and I sit on the hiring panel that decides who gets an internship. 3 votes, you're in. 2 votes, you're out. Simple. So when my brother cornered me at my parents' house last month, I knew exactly what he wanted. Your nephew's application is in your stack, he said. He really needs this. Make sure he gets through. I knew the kid was smart, sure, but his grades were mediocre, and his interview, average at best. There were stronger candidates. My brother knew that. He didn't care. He's not the strongest choice, I said cautiously. I'd be taking a risk. He waved me off. You're on the panel. Just vote yes. That's it. Here's the thing about my brother. In over 30 years, he has never once done me a favor. Not when I needed a recommendation. Not when I went through a divorce. Not when I was raising my daughter alone. Never. And now he wanted a hand. I sighed and nodded. Fine, I said. I'll vote for him. He grinned, thinking he'd won. Family supports family, right? I just stood there, thinking about what he had done to my daughter. See, my daughter Emily never inherited the family's love of medicine. When she was 10, my parents thought she needed exposure to the hospital. They dragged her into the cardiac wing to watch a procedure. Within minutes, she turned green. Someone's chest had been opened on the monitor, heart still beating, red and wet and alive. She made it 4 steps toward the exit before vomiting everywhere, including across a $50,000 ultrasound machine. The technician screamed. My father went pale. My mother apologized for 20 straight minutes. I laughed. What else could I do? From that day on, Emily refused to step foot in a hospital. She became a germaphobe, terrified of blood, uninterested in anything my family considered real work. To them, she was a failure. To my brother, especially, she was just the girl who couldn't cut it. But here's what they didn't see. Emily was brilliant. She taught herself to repair machines, starting with computers at 14, moving on to industrial equipment, getting certified, and launching her own repair business at 20. By 22, she had 3 employees and contracts with hospitals across the state, including mine. Last year, she earned $135,000. I keep track of it all because, well, pride and spreadsheets are my love language. Last Sunday, we were at my parents' house for dinner. My brother complained about his hospital's MRI being down for over a month. Nobody could figure out what was wrong, he said, stabbing at his food. My heart started pounding. I saw an opening. Emily can fix it, I said calmly. Her legs bounced nervously under the table, but she nodded slightly. I'm certified. I've worked on machines like that. The room went quiet. My brother stared at me like I'd lost my mind. Emily? He scoffed. The girl who puked in the cardiac wing? You want her touching $1 million equipment? I watched Emily sink into her chair, fork frozen. She runs her own company now. She's a professional, I said evenly. He snorted. Come on, be realistic. She's a loser who couldn't hack it in the real world. So now, she plays with tools in your garage. That's not a career, it's a hobby. The rest of the family laughed, but Emily's face went blank. 30 years of judgment, silence, and dismissal ended right there. I stood slowly. Since family no longer supports family, I said. I'm withdrawing my support for your nephew's internship. My brother's face went white. What? You heard me. I'm one of 3 votes on the panel. Without me, he's done. The kid at the end of the table, my nephew, finally looked up from his phone. My brother started shouting. My father slammed his hand on the table, demanding I sit down. I let them scream for 30 seconds, watching it like someone else's chaos. Then I raised my hand. One more thing, I said, enjoying the moment. Emily made more money than anyone here last year. She's easily the smartest person in this family, and you just called her a loser. I looked at her. Tears streamed down her face, but she was smiling. Emily and I walked out together.